Hola amigos, ¿cómo están? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be catching up with Chivas. Obviously, they've had an interesting couple of weeks. Obviously, we got heavily defeated by Monterrey and Leandro got his job taken away from him. He got sacked as a consequence, which is a bit of a low point. We've been struggling all season really to score goals, to win games. And we started off quite well, but it's been draw after draw and loss. It was a really good decision to get rid of Leandro. Um, Probably said that wrong, but whatever. Um, we got an interim coach whose name I forget. Sorry, I don't know why. Um, Morning brain or afternoon brain. Also, if you can hear the rain, I'm sorry. It's not the aircon. It's decided to storm, which is absolutely amazing timing. So we're gonna go straight into the first game of the new era for Chivas, and that was against Cruz Azul. Tough game. Following the tough game against Monterrey, it was away as well against Cruz Azul, and so we go win it. Like 1-0 victory, really good result. Calderon scoring again, getting the start and scores, playing in the right position. Leandro did start him against Monterrey, but he started him too far forward. Start him at left back. He's a left back, bro. Start him there. It's an absolute banging goal. Um, Vega gets himself sent off. There's the whole choky thing. He gets fouled by a Crystal player. At the time, I'm thinking, what the hell? Bit of a strong reaction. But you find out later that it's the player that injured him. Mexico played Cruz Azul one time for some random reason, and he gets fouled and hurt, and he was out for a while. And yeah, he just wags his finger, and basically my brain was telling me he's telling him, not again. You're not going to do that to me again. Um, and the whole choking thing shouldn't have happened. I think he was right to get pissed off, but you shouldn't choke him. Like, he's learned that lesson now. He's served the band, so that's that. And then we go into the second game, which was against Cholos, Tijuana. And Tijuana for me was a good time to play them because they have a bit of a wobble. They've got really good players, but they have a little bit of a wobble. And we go and beat them 2-1. You know, me scoring an own goal at the beginning of the game in the first 5 minutes didn't help, but then obviously Jesus Angulo comes up and scores a really good goal. He's been popping up every so often. In my Chivas career mode on FIFA, um, he was one of my best players, so really good to see that. I think I ended up selling him to a European club. I can't remember which club it was, but he was phenomenal for me in that. So I've got a really good spot for Angulo. I've also got one of his shirts as well. So then Pavel, called up to the first team. I think it was his debut, and scores the winning goal. And he was doing really well for Chivas since. So um, yeah, really good game, really good goals. Um, Weird. I mean, it's weird what a manager change can do to a team. Just we're not scoring loads of goals, but we're scoring and we're winning games, and we are still conceding. But um, you know, clean sheet against Cruz Azul was awesome. Decent win against Toronto. And for me, at the butt end of the league in the season, when Legia is like right there, wins. It's all about the points. You don't really worry about the um, clean sheets when they each want the points because we need to get up to the table. And then we ended up playing on Sunday morning my time. Pumas, and we ended up getting a really, really, really good victory, a 3-1 victory against them, which is awesome. Vegas scoring an absolute worldie. The short, I've got that on my shorts on YouTube. If you want to check that out, it's a really good goal. Then he goes and sets up Alvarado. For me, Alvarado needs to start scoring more. I think he's got a few assists, but he needs to start scoring more. Um, he's got that in him. For not just for Chivas, he needs to do that for Mexico as well. He needs to be an option for Mexico when Tecatito and Chucky are injured or not having good days. He needs to be the clear outright stand up for going into that wide position. And then Angulo scores again, 2 goals in 2 games. You can't ask for much more from him. That was a good goal as well. All three were good goals, to be honest with you. It was a good game. Dominated them really. 53% possession. Um, yeah, what can I say? 3 goals, 3 games, 3 wins so far. Crazy. Really good though. And then obviously we've only got a couple. We've got one more game left, and that was against the Cax on Sunday. Well, Friday night, but it's Saturday morning, my time, 8 a.m. Saturday. Um, I should watch that game as well because I've got a night shift. My night shift finishes at 6 and kicks off at 8, so probably stay up and watch that. And let's just check out the league position. So at the moment, we are 7th. Um, so, I mean, to be fair though, it's top 12. There's 4 points. So I think we do. Well, goal difference, yeah. I think we should get at least 12th. We should get the gear, I think. But if we win this game, we could go. I don't know. I don't know. We could even get to the top four, depending on what the results go. The Cats, we're in the Cats. They're ninth. We're level points with them actually, so that's gonna be a tough game. Um, both on 3 game win streak, which is interesting. So that should be a good game to watch. Um, Club America have picked things up. They've got 5 wins in a row now. After sacking their coach, I think their coach is a good coach, but just didn't understand the Mexican way of playing. I guess Mexican league. Pachuca, they're nailed. They've got starting. They got first position nailed. They're 6 points clear of Tigres. Um, and same with Tigres. I think they're second place nailed on, but third all the way down to 10th, even 11th. He's all up for grabs. We have to wait and see. A lot of teams on 23 points each. Chivas, Monterrey, Necaxa, and San Luis, which is awesome. Leon's all the way down in 11th. They're 3 points behind the 20 points. So there's a lot to play for. This game is going to come down. This league's going to come down to the wire. And Chivas, both Chivas and Necaxa are on 3 game winning streaks, like I said. So it's going to be a tough game. But Vega needs to be up on it. He's the best player in the league, has to be said. Alvarado needs to be on it. Angulo needs to be on it. I think Macias needs to start playing. Needs to start starting, should I say. I'm not keen on Zaldivar still. I think Macias needs to be the starting striker. I think he starts against the Cats. I hope he starts. He should. So yeah, it's a really exciting end to the season. I hope being in Liga is absolutely the baseline of what we expect as Chivas fans. And like I always say, anything can happen in Liga. Um, and especially this Liga, Pachuca's up top. Tigres are having a bit of a wobble. They've lost 2 games in a row. America doing really well. They could finish third. To be honest with you, I reckon that. Oh, they can't finish. Yeah, they can finish third. Yeah. I reckon they will finish third. Puebla, I think, were at top of the league for quite a long time this season. So they're dropping off points as well. They've lost 2 games as well. But America is the informed team. Same as Chivas. If we win against the Cats, it will be 4 wins on the bounce going into La Liga, maybe in the top 5, maybe even top 4. So, yeah, it's gonna be exciting. We can't wait. I'm gonna watch that game and then obviously do a video about it afterwards. And we'll have to wait and see where we are in the Liga, and then obviously anything can happen in the Liga. And this squad's good enough to go into the Liga and get a result. I'm just thinking there's strong rumours about Vega going to PSV. Obviously, there's other rumours that he's going to Monterrey. Why'd you go to Monterrey? Monterrey below us in the league. They're average. For the squad that they have, they're average. Why would you go to Monterrey? I mean, for more money, I guess. Sure. But, mate, there's rumours that he's going to PSV. My ultimate dream, and this is just a dream at this point, is we get Ligia and we win it. Imagine Chivas winning this league, this season, and then Vega going on the high to PSV. I mean, that's fairy tale stuff right there. So we'll have to wait and see. Try to keep my feet on the ground. The gear is just good, but getting the gear and getting knocked out in the first stage is still a failure. getting to the final would be a result for this Chivas team, I think. Um, as well as maybe the semis. I wouldn't be so mad if we lost in the semis, but we'll have to wait and see. But it's gonna be an interesting way. It's gonna be an interesting month or so coming up, so we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Let me know in the comments what you think about Vega. Do you think he's gonna go? Do you think he's gonna PSV? Do you think he's gonna somewhere else? Do you think he's gonna Rayados? Do you think what about the strikers? Do you think Macias should be the starting striker like I do, or do you think Saldivar deserves it? Do you think Huerta deserves it? Do you think we need to go buy a new striker? Um, yeah, everything else you want to see, all the Olivas and a couple of the other players getting getting Mexico call ups. Let me know in the comments, guys. I always reply. So take it easy, and I'll see you guys a little over just under a week for the Nakatsu review. So take it easy. Adios.